Fouad, Metroflex Long Beach. We're here in LA for the LA Fit Expo 2018. We decided to come in and get a leg workout in.
Thankfully, the guys over at Metroflex have opened this place up for us so we don't have to deal with the hoopla with all the people that's in town, because it's been pretty busy at the expo, so now we can just focus on getting a badass workout in and have trouble standing at the booth tomorrow. Come on. Come on. Come on. All the way. Yeah. Nice. Let's knock it out. Come on. Yeah. Good. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4.
Just finished the first exercise, warming up with some leg extensions before we move on to some of the heavier stuff.
So getting the blood into the muscle here now, get the synovial fluid into the knees before we start going on to some compound movement. I'm always used to doing a conventional squat where a lot of stress is through the glutes and the hamstrings. With this is quad dominant, and I feel it's pulling forward much like a front squat. It's just getting used to it. It's an exercise I'm not used to, but that's a good thing. I want to do exercises that I'm not used to, so it's hitting my muscles in a different way. So it's good to train with Fouad and take advantage of all the new toys that you have in a gym like this that you generally wouldn't have access to at home, you know?
Sometimes it's hard to find the level of intensity until you meet motherfuckers who train like you do. Then you know you gotta step up your game.
We were going to stop after 3 or 4 sets of front squats, and it's like Tony walks in and then we ended up doing double. So we're doing double the amount of squats, which you generally wouldn't do by yourself. So you get this extracurricular motivation and inspiration to do a little bit more. But, you know, there's no such thing as overtraining. You just have to supplement and eat a little bit more in order to recover. Go again. If he was to redecorate his home, he'd probably look like this.
Somebody stop that!
So listen, what we're doing here, we made it a little bit harder than normal. Normally, people go shoulder width, a little bit higher on the pad on the leg press. So what I do, I bring my feet down, put more emphasis on the quad, and bring my feet right together. Take the adductor out of the movement. So put more pressure on the quad and the outer quad. So we're doing 20 reps, controlled on the negative, explosive on the positive. On this set, we're gonna do a strip set. So it's gonna be like a 2-minute set. We're gonna finish it off. What we're gonna do is strip 2 off.
Each time?
Each time. So you take 2 off of there.
Yeah.
I'll do 5, you take 2 off of there.
Yeah.
Don't take 2 off of both sides though.
Yeah, I know.
You're doing that set.
That's it?
You're doing that set.
Fuck, man, my fucking...
Unless you admit to the camera right now that you're tapping out.
Fuck. What are you doing after this? You doing? I'm not doing anything.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not doing anything after this.
I think he's tapping out.
We is done. There's a friggin' hell of a leg workout. Like, it's probably about 2 hours, I should imagine. A little bit more than I anticipated. You know, knowing that I got the bloody I got an ultra marathon next weekend, but it was good. I'm glad we did it. Like, there was a couple of sets here where I felt, you know, I don't need any more. But Fouad said, I just done it, so you have to do it now. So it forced a little bit more out of me. So you said to me before, what's the difference training by yourself as opposed to training with Fouad? We bleed a little bit more when you train with this guy. But it was really good. Like, there was nothing ballistic. It was nothing crazy. It was very controlled, strong, and deliberate, which is actually what your workouts need to be. As you get a little bit older, you get a little bit wiser, and you force a muscle into growth as opposed to going a little bit ballistic and swing it into growth, you know?
Overall, it was a good workout. Honestly, I haven't trained like that since I hurt myself, and even before that, I don't normally do that much volume. But
was it because you were training with me?
It is. When you're in, actually, it's true. When you're in a certain atmosphere and you're training with certain people you don't normally get to train with, you step it up a little bit. So I think we both got the most out of our leg workout we could have possibly gotten. And like you said, we did a little bit of everything. We did some heavy shit. We did some lighter stuff, or not lighter stuff, but more high volume stuff. I think we attacked the leg from every angle.
So there was some rest pauses there. We did some drop sets. We made sure that we went very slow on some of the negatives and exploded out of the positive, out of the concentric. We really tap into your fast twitch and your slow twitch muscle fibers. So we attacked it from every angle, you know. But I think, like you said, the atmosphere that you had here coming from the expo, it wasn't crazy in there. We had no problems getting onto any pieces of equipment that we want to. But even if you did, like, you just get creative. Maybe you do double the amount of sets on that particular exercise, but with a different variation. Like when I'm doing leg press, normally I'll go wide and I'll go up the top of the plate. But this time, Fouad forced me to go very, very narrow and lower on the plate. So it was a little bit more like the hack squat as opposed to a leg press. Targeted the quads in a completely different way, took away a lot of the stress from the hamstrings and the glutes. But when you start going to failure on those drop sets, your hamstrings, your glutes, everything comes in just to survive that set. So it was a pretty good survival mechanism. So normally I would finish that workout with 1 scoop of recage, that's plenty for me. I went 2, definitely, because I was like, my legs are going to be in bits tomorrow and I've got to recover fully by next week. So I got running to do tomorrow and during the week. So this is going to be a hard course to recover.
I got fuck all to do, so I shouldn't be swearing so much. I got nothing to do, so I'm going to recover fine. So good luck with that.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Thanks for that. All right.
Anyway, guys, till next time, stay tuned. We're going to get some more nasty leg workouts and everything else for you guys.
Peace.